Okay, here's just one more video where we're going to talk a little bit about data validation. It's really easy when using Excel to enter data incorrectly. So I could, instead of typing north, I could have spelled it without the O. And the problem with that is when you use the pivot table for analysis, it's going to treat those as different values. So in order to keep everything consistent, we'd actually like to have a list to choose from for certain fields, or just restrictions on what can and cannot be entered into that cell. So branch, let's just start off with that. You can select the entire column by moving your mouse over the title, clicking on it, and then going to your data validation in the ribbon. So you go to data and then data validation. And I'm going to say I just want to allow a list. And I get to make up the list. So I'll say north, south, east, and west. And I can choose to enter a message. And this comes up when the person is just selecting the cell. And then the error alert can come up if someone has actually entered the incorrect information. So now whenever the person, whoever is entering the data, goes to add, say, number 10, they have the option to just select from the list. So we'll say south. Now, if they try to put in something like this, south, we're going to get an error message. So this is one way to keep our data clean. Data cleaning is a very important part of analysis, and so anything that we can do on the front end to minimize potential errors later on is going to become really useful. So there are plenty of tutorials on this as well. If you look up data validation, I just showed you one example. If we had a numeric variable that we wanted to restrict, say age, we could say, select the column and go to our data validation and say, instead of allowing a list, we want any whole number. And we could even say between 0 and 115. And now we won't be able to add 9 or 178. Wouldn't that be terrible? So these are just some of the ways to help with data validation. I hope you found this useful. Please, if you're more interested in data validation, just check out any of the many tutorials online. Thank you.